because there's days where like Tatum is like touted as like a top 10 player, and then there's days where he's just nothing. Jaylen Brown's been playing really good.
Aren't you on the train of Trae Young over Jayson Tatum?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
your
that's
reason
been
behind?
a little feud in between like a friend group. Um, so Blake, he's on the same train too. Like Blake says Trae is better than Jayson Tatum. I'm just talking about individualness. Like I would rather have Trae Young than Jayson Tatum, just because Trae Young, there's something to be said to be a third highest or be a top 5 points and assists guy in the league. Like that at his age, that's crazy. And his best player, his best teammate is John Collins. Like, and he's able to do all that. And it wasn't last year was like the first time that Tatum scored 30 points or something. Like, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I've never really thought about the two because they're just so opposite of each other.
I know that's why it's a funny thing.
So I just never came to mind. But now that I think about it, I think people fall in love with the position Jayson Tatum plays.
Yeah.
Small forward, we fall in love with the LeBrons, the Kevin Durant's. Like that position is just the Larry Birds. Like that position is just so polarized now more than ever that we can't think of somebody as little as Trae Young being better than Jayson Tatum.
Yeah. Like Trae Young is Steph Curry with better passing.
Yeah, he has the same range as Steph and Dame. He's just a better passer.
Yeah.
He's a better passer than Steph and a better passer than Dame.
And, imagine Trae Young with a Klay Thompson on his team. Like, so many more open shots. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing this with John Collins. Like, I cannot name the third best player on that team. Can you name the third best player? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just Trae Young.
Cam Reddish? or what's
Probably.
the dude from Virginia? What's his name? They hit the shot in the game against Texas.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know his name. See? I don't know his name. But he hit one of the most clutch shots in college basketball history.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and like, everybody's like, oh, but how many wins does he have? I'm like, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like,
well, put that roster. Put Trae Young on that roster.
Yeah, it's
okay. Replace Kemba and Trae Young. They still up there in the East.
Ooh, yeah. Whew. Trae Young and Kemba in place of Kemba, that would be dangerous. Wow, that'd be something. But yeah, Trae averaged 30 points a game this year. 30 points.
What was his field goal percentage?
43%.
Okay.
Which is pretty normal. Was it? And he was second in assists behind LeBron James. So that's something. And I think I saw a thing where Trae Young. Let's see. So Jayson Tatum's stat line is 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Which 23 points, like that's not crazy. But yeah, Trae Young is averaging 29.6 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds.
Yeah, that 23 points a game. That 23 points a game. That's Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, 23 is not like. Yeah, they're really like trying to push the narrative of him being like a top 10 player soon. I'm like, no, like, and at the end of the day, we're fighting about just the smallest things. Like it's like one of those nerd conversations. Let's see.